Yes, the people. How are you all doing? Sick, that's what we like to hear. What's up guys, welcome to the video. I hope you're all good. In today's video, we're going over my top 3 favourite bicep exercises, covering both the long head of the bicep and the short head of the bicep. As always guys, if you want to buy any of the equipment that I use within this workout for whatever reason, I will put links down below in the description for you, so go check them out. If you are new to the channel, this is a series I do which is basically going through my top 3 favourite exercises throughout every individual muscle group that I have been personally doing during lockdown. However, I am fully aware that lockdown's coming to an ease now and gyms are reopening. I wish I could go, but I can't. And therefore, I'm making it so that you guys can start working them into your gym routines, and I'll tell you how I would go about doing that as well. With that said guys, if you want to check out my previous videos on this series, I'll put them all on screen now. As you can see, we've got a chest, back, tricep and shoulder workout already in the bag, and today we are following up with biceps. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright then guys, I'm not too sure what the lighting is saying for this, but as you can see, we've got a pull-up off, and that means we're doing pull-ups for the first exercise. I like to do this because it gets a bit of blood in the muscle. However, I do not go to failure with this exercise because going to failure only means you're going to hinder the rest of your workout. So if you can only do 4 pull-ups, do 3 sets of 4, and if you can only do 6, do 3 sets of 6, and lots to increase that of the weeks. If you go to failure, it's going to hinder the rest of the sets and the rest of the workout. So go to 2 reps below failure-ish, and that will be optimal for a good workout. Look to increase it over time. Pull-ups are something that are pretty self-explanatory. You know, look to focus most of the tension and all of the tension on your biceps when you're coming up. When you're coming up, don't try to use your lats to pull yourself in. Try to keep your biceps under tension at all times. Slow, controlled and concise movements will ultimately lead to a better workout for you. Just a little side note guys, I've actually started a new push-pull legs split. So this is actually my push day, and I'm only going to do 1 set to show you guys how I would do it. If you want to go ahead and pull it into your workout, that's up to you. As I said in previous videos, I'm not yet a trained PT. However, I am training to be a personal trainer, so you know, hold with me on that one. So with that said guys, what I would usually do as a starter after a small warm-up, I would do 3 sets of 6 reps. The fucking camera just decided it wanted to go tits up. So, what I would usually do when I'm doing pull-ups is I'll do 3 sets or 4 depending on what your split is. Usually only 3 though. 3 sets of 6 reps and look to increase that over time to maybe 3 sets or 2 sets of 6 and 1 set of 8, and then 1 set of 6, 2 sets of 8, and then 3 sets of 8 over a period of a month or so. In order to progressively overload, it needs to be over a certain amount of time, not overnight and in between every single workout. Going from 3 sets of 6 to 3 sets of 8 is only going to tire you out and make you feel a lot more fatigued the next day. Increasing reps, adding more weight, increasing intensity over time, however, is more optimal for your workouts. With that said though guys, let's get into it. Guys, like I said at the start of the video, there are 2 heads to your bicep. You've got the long head, which is this muscle on the outside, and you've got the short head, which is this muscle here on the inside. 2 different heads. In order to gain, you know, bigger biceps and all-rounded bicep, you need to work them both. And with this exercise, I like to throw in supersets with my workouts. Mainly because I'll train biceps twice a week and I don't like to do too many exercises on them, so I'll make the workout as intense as possible. I like to up the intensity with a superset, and this is the superset I do. Guys, I do sincerely apologise if the lighting is not great, but here you can see we have an easy bar. An easy bar is great, but you can use dumbbells and barbells for this superset. Within this superset, we will be doing what you call drag curls. So you want to have your shoulders in a retracted position, and then you want to extend them ever so slightly. That's flexion, this is extension, so they are behind your body. This is going to really work the long head. So when you're coming up, you want to keep the bicep rebar as close into your body as possible and squeeze at the top. That will work the long head. And you do 10 reps like this, torso out, slightly on an angle. You want to keep your back neutral or straight, whichever you like to call it. And I'll do about 10 reps of this. And then the short head, you can superset it by coming forward. You can almost do preacher curls if you have something to lean on. However, you can also just lightly flex your shoulders, come down and up. That will get your short head on the bicep. One set of this exercise will be 10 in the long head movement and 10 in the short head. That's going to give your biceps a really good pump, and over time it will develop massive biceps. And over time it will develop a very well-rounded bicep. Let's do this. So then guys, for the next exercise, like I said, I like to use supersets whilst working my biceps. That's also the same for triceps, to be fair as well. In this exercise, because I don't have a load of gym equipment like a bench where I can do incline and decline and all that sort of thing for different movements, I'm using these resistance bands, which I'm sure you've seen in other videos. They're at the bottom of the door, and I'm going to do short head, slightly flexed shoulder. So we're working the short head on the curl, squeeze at the top. I will also then turn around and use them for the long head, and I'll do 10 reps of both. You can, however, use drop sets if you have an inclined bench. You can do preacher curls on your bench or whichever. You can then sit down with a bench at a slight incline and do these sort of curls with your shoulders back. And with that you can do a drop set. However, because I'm using ropes, it's a little bit harder. But enough waffling, let's get into this exercise. And there you have it guys, that is a wrap. So with those exercises you work both heads of your bicep, and that is going to give you an all-rounded shape to the bicep. If there is anything I have missed off or any exercises you guys like to use yourself, comment down below, let me know what you want to see from me. If this video provided you guys some sort of value, you know what I'm going to say. All I ask is to drop a like, subscribe, and feel free to share it around with your mates. If you want to check out my previous videos that I have done on other muscle groups, I will put them all in the link down below. But with that said, I hope you all have a sick day. I'm jealous of you all going back to gyms. I wish I could, but until I can, here I am, rocking the home gym. which has got Thomas the Tank Engine on the wall. What are you saying? I'll see you in tomorrow's close of the day. Until then, guys, peace.